This is an educational series of 28 modules on industrial localization in Saudi Arabia, covering why we localize, how manufacturing is built, funded, and matured across the value chain. This first phase is titled Why Localize, and our first module covers the localization imperative. The executive summary states that localization is a sovereignty requirement, which Vision 2030 has made measurable, and the remaining constraint is depth. The three pillars are sovereignty compels, the mandate measures, and depth decides. Module 1 focuses on sovereignty. Localization is non-negotiable because it ensures energy security, defense autonomy, and balance of payments simultaneously. Localization is a sovereignty policy, not a procurement preference, serving three national security vectors. Energy security targets 70% self-sufficiency. Defense autonomy aims for 50% localization by 2030. The balance of payments goal is 64% localization by 2035. This is why localization has top-level governance. The single resource economy carries structural risk, requiring a 4.3x climb to meet the target volume. This growth is measured across localization rate, industrial GDP, jobs, and factory count. These are measurable climbs that the mandate in Pillar 2 must deliver. Module 2 focuses on the mandate. Vision 2030 converted the sovereignty requirement into measurable numbers and built a delivery mechanism. Vision 2030 sets the end goal, a diversified, capable economy. NIDLP, the National Industrial Development and Logistics Program, is the delivery vehicle, with SAINSAR $986 billion in non-oil GDP. NIS, the National Industrial Strategy, maps the route with 12 sectors and 118 segments. The strategy defines supply via NIS, and the authority mandates demand via LCGPA. NIS specifies what to manufacture, focusing on 12 sectors and 800+ opportunities. LCGPA mandates who buys, with a required local content share of at least 35% on contracts over $100 million. In June 2024, the loop closed with the inclusion of major SOEs like Aramco, SABIC, and Maudan. 4 levers compound for any firm entering a priority value chain. NIS provides supply direction. LCGPA mandates demand. Made in Saudi drives brand adoption and exports. SIDF and incentives offer financing. Enter one value chain and all 4 levers apply. Module 3 focuses on the depth test. What truly determines success is local value added, not the number of factories. The Saudi industry starts narrow, closing a 23-point gap from 41% localization baseline to a 64% target is the mandate. At 41% localization, most industrial value is imported. The 23-point gap is closed by value captured, not by factory count. Local content is spending. Localization is capability. Conflating them is costly. Localization is the strategic goal, building long-term capability and IP, requiring investment and technology transfer. Local content is the compliance outcome, measured against total cost, which can be met through local purchasing, even from an importer. We lead with localization because compliance follows from capability, never the reverse. LGVA, local value added, measures what is genuinely captured, making the climb up the ladder the real KPI. LGVA is a design requirement in licenses and investor agreements. Localization means depth, not just presence, achieved by climbing a 5-step ladder from importing to design and IP export. 3 direct implications frame the rest of the series. Sovereignty compels localization, making it a national security requirement. The mandate funds it, with the supply-demand loop making manufacturing investment bankable. Depth decides success, focusing on local value added, not factory count. The rest of the series is the operating manual for the 23-point gap. The navigation grid for all 28 modules is based on 4 sectors: energy, mining, industry, and logistics, and 3 lenses: manufacturer, investor, and policymaker. Wherever you sit, you start in one cell and read the series from there. This video covers 6 phases, moving from conviction to capability. You are currently at the start, having reviewed why we localize. The following modules will cover the manufacturing foundation, mapping the value chain, manufacturing versus importing, execution, and maturity. If the National Industrial Development and Logistics Program delivered $986 billion in 2024, what is preventing us from reaching $1.5 trillion by 2030? Is it capacity, capital, or coordination? The sources and methodology used in this video include the National Industrial Strategy, the NIDLP 2024 Annual Report, the Military Industries General Authority, and the Local Content and Government Procurement Authority. This is an educational document, not an official government one. In summary, localization is sovereignty, and Vision 2030 has made it measurable. The only open question now is the depth of that localization.